Fellow Drops fans, we've got 2 coffees from Proud Mary dropping today. Let's get into it. Hello fellow Drops fans, and coffee lovers everywhere. My name is Haley. I am coming at you live from Fellows HQ in San Francisco, California, here to talk to you about 2 very delicious coffees that we are dropping from Proud Mary Coffee today. You heard me right, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get into how I'm brewing the first one before I get into why we're doing 2 drops and why they're so cool. This one is Honduras Nahun Parainema honey. So first I'm using 22 grams of coffee in to 350 out. It is a 2-stage pour this time, as suggested by Proud Mary's coffee team. Thank you so much for suggesting the recipe. I adjusted the dial suggestion a little bit with a 3-stage instead of 2-stage. So I bloomed at 88 grams, suggested 4 times the amount of coffee that I used. Then I poured up to around 220, and then I'm going to pour up to around 350 grams. And after my last pour up to 350 grams, I'm gonna go ahead and give around 10 gentle swirls of agitation and a couple taps to settle as suggested once the water level goes to just below the halfway point. So just around that halfway point. So it's still draining. We're looking for a total brew time suggested of around 3 minutes, 30 seconds. So I'm grinding at Ode with SSP at 6.1. And all other grind setting conversions can be found on our brew guide blog post, which is linked in the description of this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the dripper and swirl about 10 times. Doesn't have to be exact, but you just wanna get everything settled and make sure that everything is flowing the way that we intended. So a little bit about Nahun Fernandez. He's one of the first producers that Proud Mary ever worked with, and he's gone from producing with traditional varieties and only washed process to really mastering processed coffees. For instance, this coffee, some details on it from Finca Don Andres in Santa Barbara, Honduras. It's a Parainema grown 1,500 to 1,800 meters above sea level, and it is a honey processed coffee. As I said, Nahun Fernandez went from only wash processing traditional varieties to now mastering processing and landing his different variations of his Parainema in the Honduras Cup of Excellence 3 times. So pretty cool. As always, it is easy to order from Fellow Drops. All you have to do is text us back the number of bags you like, 1, 2, 3, 5. If you don't want coffee, don't text us back, and we will not charge you or send you any unnecessary coffee. We'll just text you back next week with another delicious curated selection. I have been and will continue to be Haley, your local resident Q grader and brew guide. Thank you so much for joining me for this brew guide video, 1 of 2 today. Super stoked for this double drop with Proud Mary. And again, Proud Mary team, thank you so much for suggesting these dial notes. I just added a little bit of tweak to them, but more or less this is Proud Mary's dial, and I'm super stoked to share it with all of y'all. Thank you so much, and I will see you for the next brew guide video. Cheers.